Female reproductive system undergoes some changes at puberty, and those changes repeat at the interval of every 28 to 30 days. These repetitive changes are called menstrual cycle. For better understanding of concept of menstrual cycle, we will divide this cycle into two parts, namely follicular phase and luteal phase. So under these two phases we will study this concept, or we will understand this menstrual cycle. Now starting with, in our brain, pituitary gland and hypothalamus is situated. Hypothalamus regulates the release of hormones by pituitary gland in the bloodstream. Hypothalamus first releases this hormone known as gonadotropin releasing hormone. Now this hormone travels through anterior part of the pituitary gland, and this activates the cell of pituitary to release the two main hormone, namely follicle stimulating hormone and second luteinizing hormone. The function of both you will see in some time. These hormone, that is follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone, will travel to the female ovary through the bloodstream. As you recall, the structure of female reproductive system, in female ovary there are many follicles developing, but only some of the follicle will be able to mature with the egg cell inside it, and out of those many, only one follicle will ovulate, or only one will be able to release the egg cell in the oviduct. Students, note here, in young girls follicles do not reach maturity. They begin only when puberty is reached, that is in female it is around 10 to 15 years of age. As you can see here in the picture, we will start our explanation at the end of menstruation, that is the period. The blood is shed off with the egg cell during this period for around 3 to 5 days, and after that the next new cycle begins. So in the first phase, that is follicular phase, several follicles develop along with the oocyte present in it. Under the effect of which hormone? Yes, that is follicle stimulating hormone that is released by pituitary gland. The developing follicles secretes the another important hormone known as estrogen. Now, under the effect of estrogen hormone, the endometrium of uterus starts to develop or regenerate. Meanwhile, the developing follicles completes its development and follicles burst under the effect of second hormone. You remember from the pituitary gland, the second hormone that was released was luteinizing hormone. Okay, so under the effect of luteinizing hormone, there is a release of egg cell from ovary into the oviduct. So for that, luteinizing hormone is responsible, and this process is called as ovulation. This ovulation occur around the 14th day from the last or previous menstrual cycle. So follicular phase ends with the ovulation. Now the remaining tissue of the burst follicle in the ovary forms another structure, that is a yellow body, and it is known as corpus luteum, and hence it is the beginning of luteal phase. This corpus luteum starts to secrete more of estrogen and also another important hormone, progesterone. This progesterone hormones help in endometrial gland in uterus to secrete their secretion, and hence more thickening of wall of endometrium and formation of blood capillaries and tissues in those area. Such endometrium is ready for implantation of embryo in case egg cell is fertilized by sperm during fertilization. Now, if no fertilization happen, so what we are discussing? We are discussing the natural or the normal menstrual cycle, isn't it? So this yellow structure, corpus luteum, in the ovary, it will become inactive if the fertilization does not occur, and it transform into corpus albicans. The formation of this structure, corpus albicans, triggers the stoppage of release of those two hormones which was released by corpus luteum, progesterone and estrogen. So the release of these two hormones will stop, and in the absence of these hormones, endometrium starts to degenerate, and hence the start of the menstrual bleeding. And the tissue of degenerating endometrium and unfertilized egg or ovum are discarded out through the vagina at 28th day of the previous menstrual cycle, in most of the cases in female. This is accompanied with the continuous bleeding for approximately 5 days. This is called as menstruation. And as this process repeats in a cyclic way every month, hence we call it menstrual cycle or menstrual period. For your understanding, the four hormones, that is follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone that was secreted by pituitary gland, and two more hormone, estrogen and progesterone, the level during this cycle you can understand. Okay, the days and the name of the hormones are written, and the colorful diagrams will tell you that at which phase which hormone is secreted and what is its function, what is its role, what it does. All right, now after we have studied this, we all can understand this menstrual cycle is a natural process, isn't it? And women do go through severe pain, weakness, they feel due to this heavy bleeding. So next time we should all be more sensitive and caring about women's around us, isn't it? Also, women during such time, they feel there is a higher possibility of infection too. Therefore, special personal hygiene and adequate rest is needed for all those women. I hope that has cleared your concept about this topic. Until then, be curious.